Vision board ready, got goals in my sight. Orders rolling in, yeah, the future looks bright. Busy don't mean I forget who I am. My hustle is style, success in my hands. From my Tumbler.
Good morning, Royalty fam. So today's gonna be a very short studio vlog. It is early. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. No sun outside. But today I have a order to do. I have a Tumbler order to do. So I'm gonna be doing that. And then we'll talk a little bit more about it later. So for now, I'm just going to set up everything and yeah. Okay, so I made these stickers. So let me get the box. These ones up here are empty boxes. Well, dusty, so you're gonna have to wipe them down. Okay, I usually use a different type of wipes, but I'm out. So I'm gonna wipe it down with this. Make sure everything is in it. I normally take these out and I use the plastic, but so this is the inside. I also, okay, we're gonna put this here for now. It's gonna take the focus. So, okay, we'll keep this here. Focus on this. So, put this up here. And these, so I made these on Canva. Y'all know about me and Canva. So basically, I made different ones. So there's one that connects to my email, one that connects to my WhatsApp. So it depends on what I'm putting out. So I am going to put the one that connects to my WhatsApp. So this way, if she has any questions or concerns or, you know, any little thing or for future references, future purchases, she could just scan and, you know. I'm going to put one on the box and then I'll put one inside the packaging as a sticker. So that way she'll always have it to, you know, because oftentimes when we get our boxes with our products, we don't normally keep the boxes. You know, there's some people do because they like to, you know, restore it back in the boxes. Many people, they disregard the box. So we're making sure that they don't run out.
I just put them in the pot.
Okay,
and
let
then
me
peel the yam, sweet potato, banana.
just for a second. I'm here watching Document with Manda. She just did her premiere and I seen it as I start, so I said let me watch it while I do it. And I had to go get my tea. Look at my teacup, guys. Isn't this cute? I don't make cups, but this one, come closer. I made 3 of these. I made this some years back. So I put all my favorite moments of the year, which was, I think I made this like 2 years ago. So this was all my favorite moments of the year. This is the Bible because you guys know I'm into my religion. I'm into my religion. And then I put a little quote. It says, life is too short to wait. And I also put things I wanted to have done, which I did do it around this time. I went to the beach up here and stuff like that. And I put believe and then my glasses because y'all know say me blind as a bat. So just little things that symbolize me. Yeah, and then obviously, like, you know, I'm wearing my products on there, like, you know. So anyway, and then my brand, because I don't always use my tumbler when I'm drinking tea. I like to use my cup, and because honestly, like the tumblers, I only use my tumblers for tea when leaving the house, because it keeps it hot for hours, literally for hours. And it doesn't make sense in the house, because a lot of times, like, you know, when you have your tea in your house, you want to drink your tea, like, you know, right then and there. I mean, there, you might let like a few minutes or like an hour pass by, but when you let an hour pass by in the tumbler and you go drink it, it still feels as if you just poured it out the pot or the kettle, however it is that you make your tea. And that doesn't work out for me, because you know what times I'm like, ah. But anyway, yeah, so I use my cup for my tea, and then my tumblers, I use it for my cold drinks, which is like my juices and my water. Stay hydrated throughout the day. And yeah, anyway, let me get back into what we're supposed to be doing. Let me take a sip. All right. So I cleaned the box, so I'm just gonna move the box out of the way. I'm gonna put it here for now. And then I'm going to wipe down the tumbler. I like to wipe down my tumblers, so that way, hold on, let me move everything so there's no turbulence. I like to wipe down my tumbler simply because it takes away all the grease. You know what I mean? So when you put on your sublimation, it's a nicer process. So I like to wipe down my tumblers, so that way, you know, any kind of grease, any type of dirt, you know, anything that's not supposed to be on there, you get rid of right then and there. So I do that. I'm going to let that dry before I take this off. I'm going to use this actually so I can take off this. Okay. And then I'm going to get another one so I can put this out. So I use this to wipe it. And I always say, like, make sure you guys, like, even though, like, I do, like, wipe it down and whatever the case is, depending on the amount of orders I have per day or what I have to do for the day, I usually, honestly, normally wash my tumblers before I sublimate them. But I always still say, when you get your tumblers, like, I feel like things like this, like, you know, drinkware, undergarment, clothes, like when you buy them from anywhere, you should always wash them anyways. I know there are certain circumstances where, you know, you would have to put them on right away. You can't help that. But as long as you can help it, I feel like these things, regardless, when you get them, you should always just wash them first. You know what I mean? So that is done. I'm going to put this back in here because I don't want to put this down. Okay, so put that in there for now, and then put that back in the box. Okay, and then I'm gonna get this out the way. I'll just use this to wipe my hands. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only person that does this, but when I use wipes, like, I feel like wiping one thing is like a waste, so I tend to like wipe down everything around, because I feel like, yeah, I'm getting the best use of everything. I don't know what it is, but me, I hate to waste stuff, and I always feel like I'm wasting stuff. So I already swept this and whatever, but you know, not a big thing. Wipe down every areas. I guess hella dusty anyways. I have to use my don't like mini. Okay. Okay, so I documented what Monda's done. So I'm gonna go on my Canva. Okay. Let's go on Canva, and then I have to scan these to see which is which. I need to organize them a little bit better. And also, where are the stickers? I'm out of stickers. Let me find, because I have to print it out. Go to my projects. What the hell? I'm trying to hurry up because I also have to do the update for today for what's going on with my channel. If you guys watched the other video, you guys would know that I've been losing my views, so I've decided to document that. I feel like ever since I documented it, things been changing. So these are the designs that I have. She wants this one. But I have it all over my channel. Well, not, you know, as much as it should be, but it's up there. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but I have a Tumbler design with the Love Yourself. And this person, she loved that design, but she has dreads, and her dreads are like gold, right? She's Goldilocks. She's a Goldilocks, and she really liked, you know, whatever. So I was like, you know what, don't worry about it, because I try to be diverse with my products. So if you guys see something up there and you don't see something you can relate to, don't worry about it. And this is why I also like doing business through WhatsApp. Just send me a message, and chances are I can create something that is more into your likeliness. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I did for her. I created a few. So these are the designs here. I'm not going to pop it up, but I created a few of them, and then I sent it to her, and this is the one that she chose. So I am going to download it. Oh, wait. I downloaded, but I'm downloading everything all at once. No, that's not what I want to do. Stop. I don't have space for that. I don't have space for that. So let's do it the right way. Okay, so put this here. So while that is doing that, I'm going to turn on. Okay, so this printer over here is a little messy. I haven't quite came up with an organized system for this printer. I have all these drawers, but they're so filled up with stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I would put the sublimation papers here to give it a little, you know, up here, free up, and whatever the case is. This is a sublimation paper I got. I think I did a video on this. So I'm just going to use this out. This is the one from Temu, and honestly, I didn't really too like this one. Actually, I'm going to use my sublimation paper, Matafak, because I didn't really like how this one printed out. So there it is. Okay, I'll pause this for a second. Okay, so it printed out, but as y'all can see, I made a mistake. I didn't mirror it, so I have to go back and reprint it. Be right back. Okay, so before I could do anything else, the machine is telling me I need to collaborate the sheet so it can be done. I haven't used this machine in such a long time. see. Did that. Prepare the machine, did that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna skip past this one. Okay, so the time is now 7:04 in the afternoon. I don't know if you guys can see that, but oh, before I even continue, are you guys superstitious? Superstitious? Yeah, are you superstitious? Like, do you guys believe in that whole bad luck Friday the 13th business? Because for me personally, I get good luck. I have a lot of good luck on Friday the 13th. But anyway, the tumbler that I did, this was the first one with the pink bottom and this. So when I did it, I realized after the fact that I messed up a few places. And so this is going to end up being one of my perfectly imperfect products. So those products are the products that have minor imperfections that I sell at a discounted price. So the problem with this is right there, well, you can't really tell, but right here on the cheeks, when I was heat pressing here, I told you I didn't like this sublimation paper, and I don't know why I still insist to use it for the bottom, but I did anyways. And only because the sublimation paper I use for the tumbler for the interface right here, it's 11 by 14. I believe that's the size. It's really, really large. And this takes up a good portion of it, but not the entire page. So for me to put, you know, a few bottoms on it, like it would have been like such a waste of paper for me. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to use this sublimation paper, and mostly because I don't like this one, I'm trying to get rid of it. So I was like, let me use this one, but I don't like it. And another thing too, before I even go on with this, at the end of the video, I guess before I start talking about this, you guys seen when I was doing the Cricut, y'all, it took me such a long time to what is it called, collaborate? I think that's what they call it, to collaborate the Cricut machine and make sure that it cuts properly. And did you guys see what happened after the fact? And first of all, that last cut was not even a circle, it was oval. Like, wrong and strong. I was so upset. It took me so much more time, and on top of it, the lines were so fine. Like, I don't recall it being that fine where I couldn't see before. I think my eyes are just getting really bad. But it was so fine. Like, I had to put on my glasses and I had to keep looking just for, you know, it to still come out wrong. So I don't know. It wasn't my fault because I looked at the lines and a lot of them were, you know, below or above the line. The ones I chose were actually directly on the line. So I don't know what the problem was, but I really don't. Cricut is not my favorite thing. It never was since I got it for many, many different reasons. But at the time, it was what was out and popping. But anyway, back to the tumbler. So the tumbler, like I said, came out very good, especially that the minor things right there. And this I don't really mind, like, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I think I'm like at my wit's point right now. I just recorded, well, I recorded a whole entire segment and nothing recorded. I didn't even press record. I don't know why I keep doing that. Like, in my mind, I pressed it and I start talking, and when I'm wrapping it up, there's nothing. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I don't know. I don't even know where I ended, but give me a moment. Okay, so I had to replay the last video, that, you know, the pause and come back. So I was saying that I didn't mind this, but it was these little things right here that was bothering me. And so I ended up redoing it because I didn't want my daughter to go so far just to come back. You know what I mean? And I lost a customer and definitely would have lost that funds. And this customer was very patient with me. And that's why I ended up recreating the design. Like, normally I'll charge extra if somebody wants something customized. But in this instance, I didn't have this, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want variety in my brand, because it is Noveltyqueens and it doesn't just define one set of folks. I wanted to define everybody, you know what I mean? So with that, if it's like something like you want like pink shorts and, you know, a different type of top or whatever the case is, then I would consider that as like a, you know, customization, and I would charge different for that. You know what I mean? But if it's something that I already have on and it's something simple, like she wanted locks, right? She was like, oh, I wish you had locks or whatever the case is. And I was like, bet, I can do that for you. And so I created one that was more relatable to what she looked like, you know what I mean? And I created actually a few of them, as I showed you before, and then she picked one. So this was the outcome. It came out very well. I love it. I do. This is gonna be my imperfect, what is that collection called? Imperfect perfect. My imperfect perfect collection. I always get it twisted with that. Imperfect perfect collection. So as always, I'm gonna leave my WhatsApp messenger information in the description box. So if you guys want a Tumbler or anything, holla at me, you know, holla at your girl. But yeah, that's that for that. Oh, and the other one, I didn't end up putting a pink bottom on it because I was like, you know what, she didn't mention anything about pink or anything. I didn't ask. I should have asked. But not everybody likes pink. But black is neutral, you know. I don't hear nobody complaining about black. So I just put the black on there. I do have to get some more colored ones. So I only have black and pink right now. But I'm trying to get some more colors. You know what I mean? I haven't found... They don't have colors. I was so surprised when I saw the pink. So right away, girl had to, you know, scoop it up. Anyway, that's enough with that. I have to do some more shorts and do some videos to show this off, and, you know, whatever the case is, I have to think about some stuff. And on top of it, Canada Day is coming, so I have to do those as well. I have to do some shorts for my Canada Day tumblers. I made the designs last year, as well as some Canada Day stickers. Unfortunately, I kind of did it a little bit late. I did it after, I think it was the day of that I created the tumblers, and I was like, well, you know, so this year I'm ready for July. I'm ready for July. So I made sure that I'm putting it out there from now, so it has time to circulate and people to see it, and who want order, who wants to admire, you know, those type of stuff. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, it's very late. I am going to wrap it up because I've been in my workroom from 7 and it's now 7:22. Plus I have to finish editing this last part and get it up by 9 p.m. I've already edited the first part, so that's another thing also that I've been doing. So yeah, I did a lot today. I am going to tidy up, put away stuff, do some shorts, and I will see you guys on Monday because that's my next upload date. Actually, tomorrow because we're going to talk about the views. Yes. All right. I'm going to take my leave. So as always, stay soft. Keep shining. Not my regular saying, but keep shining. Keep dreaming. And let's continue to build the life that we love. I'll catch you later, Novelty fam. I'm out.